Yeah, so today I'm going to be talking about my experience as a patient expert for the Invents project. So, as I said before, my name is Valentina Jalby, and I'm 12 years old. I am French, born in Brazil, and I now live in Amsterdam with my parents, sister, and dog. And I have GIA since the age of 3, and since about then I have been passionate about medicine and medical research. So because of this, I have tried to be involved as many projects related to these two passions. So I was part of the 2022-2024 You Can Do mission trial between the Netherlands and Canada. And for about a year now, I've been part of the Invents project. So I first heard about the PEG via the French GIA Association Courir, and immediately I was enthusiastic to join, so I applied. In October 2024, I first met the team and the other participants, which, fun fact, were only girls, in Bari, Italy. So the first meeting involved researchers such as people from INSERM, University of Bari, Teddy Network, and University of Göttingen. And the following sessions, as I said before, were monthly online. I found it really interesting to exchange with other patients from all over Europe and learn more about their experience. So as a patient, I often found there was a gap between what we need, what we feel, and the medical protocol. And being part of PEG is a way to start making this bridge between patient and doctors. From the beginning, I was fully invested in the project, and so far, luckily enough, I've been present at every session. Because living with a rare disease is challenging on a daily basis without including the treatments. Not being able to do like other children, needing to go to the hospital constantly, took a part of my childhood away from me. I wanted to be part of research to make sure that other children with rare disease don't need to go through the same thing as me. So during our first meeting in Bari, it was, as I said, great to meet other teenagers with rare disease, as well as 2 other girls with the same disease as me. Together, we were able to share our knowledge about rare diseases, as well as difficulties such as treatments, mental and emotional health. Furthermore, learning about medical trials and drug approval was extremely interesting, and it just made me want to continue. So at the end of this first meeting, I met extraordinary researchers and the people who created this project, and I also made new friends who I can relate to and also understand. So the course was a mix of presentations from the research team and active participation of the patient experts via Q&A and feedback on different topics. So such topics were children's right in health and research, data collection and innovation in silico, drug development and approval, clinical trials and the use of placebos, AI in medicine, patient experiences and challenges in diagnosis, treatment disappointments, feeling unheard, and mental health. At the end of each session, we would do a small activity related to what we had learned, most of the time giving our opinion and feedback as well. There would be, such activities would be quizzes, questionnaires, and games. So now, the computer models and in silico trial was one of the main focuses during this course. So I think that computer models and in silico trials are a great turning point in medicine. But when this method was first presented to us, many of us wondered, are they really that good? So first we looked at real-world trials, in vivo trials. We agreed that in vivo trials had a few negative points, as well as being really good, such as it can be unsafe because we're still humans and it's still performed on living people or animals. It can also be unpredictable, and these clinical studies are slow and take a long time. Next, as PEG, we looked at in silico trials, and the scientists and researchers asked us how we felt about that. The initial feeling was that we were not sure about trusting results from computers alone, and that we were concerned that computers can't understand human emotions or mental health. They reassured us, the scientists, that models are checked up against real life, and real patient data is used to make a digital twin sometimes. Then they explained to us that what a positive innovation in silico and computer models are: faster results, fewer people needed, and also safer testing. Finally, we decided that we would trust in silico results more if they were combined with real person data, and also we would like transparency about how accurate computer models are. Overall, for me and the other participants, aged 12 to 18, the language used was really easy to understand. And despite the fact that the material was scientific knowledge, it was presented in an engaging way that we all understood. Because of this, I personally understood the topics better, and this made me want to continue. So I think that I would like to explore further on the patient-doctor relationship, as it plays a major role in patient experience. I would also like to go deeper in the consideration of patient's voice in pediatry. And finally, another topic to explore is how each country can join their initiative together so the patients throughout the world can get the same level of information and support throughout the world. So one of the most memorable moments for me was meeting the researchers and the other participants, because firstly, it made me realize that there are people who are dedicated to helping patients with rare diseases, and I thank them deeply for that. Secondly, it made me feel heard and that I had the right to say something. And finally, it broke that isolation that I had often experienced as a child living with a rare disease. So with everything that I've learned so far, I think it can help me in the future to be a better advocate for my own health, but also to help other patients with rare disease in the future. Thank you.